Hello, friend. Welcome to the Daily Anchor, a short time set aside for encouragement in your day. We're so glad you've joined us. Here's Craig Smallwood.
Hey guys, in the book of Colossians, Paul writes a letter to the church in Colossae to encourage the people there to find genuine human and spiritual maturity. Although the concept of maturity in the context of the Spirit is immense, there's one area I believe we can be encouraged today. In Colossians chapter 1, verses 11 to 14, it says, "Be strengthened with all power according to his glorious might, for all endurance and patience with joy, giving thanks to the Father who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. He has delivered us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins." Endurance and patience. Endurance and patience with joy. Now, I know that no one is going to be running the Boston Marathon anytime soon since it's been postponed to the fall. But if anyone has ever run a marathon, you know firsthand that you need patience. It's a long race. You need endurance to carry yourself not just through the first couple of miles or the first few, but through all 26.2. And it also helps to have some joy, or at least the trust that the joy will come as soon as your lungs and muscles stop burning. For me, many of you guys probably know this, but a big part of my life has been sport. Certainly the whole reason that I'm in the United States right now at all is because of rowing. It seems silly, but yeah, just rowing a boat as fast as I can, I guess. I completed all kinds of workouts for rowing, from interval training where you try to hit your max effort for 1 minute at a time, perhaps do that 6 to 8 times and call it a day, short blast out workout. Longer pieces, maybe do 10 minutes, do 5 intervals of that as hard as you can, to much longer, maybe 2.5 or 3 hour rows where we just do a solid, steady pace. But the workout that I hated the most was when coach says, "Okay, guys, we're going to go hard and you're not going to stop until I say so." It was the absolute worst. In my mind, if you need me to go for 3 hours, just tell me. Sure, no problem, I can do that. If you need me to blast out as hard as I can for 2 minutes, no problem, just let me know. But I really hated when there was essentially no finish line in sight. But I got through it. The rest of my teammates got through it too. And the lesson that I learned is you can do a lot more than I think you're capable of, or you think that you're capable of. As a Christian, we need to be especially cognizant of this since we know that God gives us his strength, which is immense, to do what's before us, to endure. In a lot of ways, I think that we're running a marathon now as well. We're sheltering in our homes, adjusting our work schedules, and limiting social interaction for, a good cause. We're curbing the spread of a potentially deadly disease. But this isn't just a couple of days or weeks. I think that we need to be prepared to be in this situation for the long haul. But growth in the knowledge of God and in holiness is an uphill battle too. It's a marathon in itself. But strength for that battle, for that marathon, comes from the power of God himself. So let's be sure not just to get by these coming weeks and months, but to take hold of God's desire to train us in endurance and in patience and in joy in accordance with his will, to shape us, even if, or maybe perhaps rather especially if, we're running a marathon, kind of like we all are. I pray that God's strength would be with you and equip you to live with endurance and patience and joy in these coming weeks and months and indeed your whole life. God bless.
Thanks for joining. We hope to see you again tomorrow.